This is all the Real Madrid news that came out from this day to this day. When you see this, we have our game against Villarreal today. But yesterday's schedule was the training session, the press conference, and the squad list. Now I made a separate video on the squad list and also everything that Xabi Alonso said. So you can check it out if you want right now. But like I said, we also had training. Carvajal, Trent, Rudiger, and Mendy were absent. And Xabi Alonso was playing one-touch passing with Arda Güler. And he was having a chat with Vinny Jr. Alvaro Esteban said that Real Madrid players arrived in training today in their new BMW cars. Also, Edu Aguirre said this, that Mbappe has lost 2 to 3 kilograms and is very happy in training. He loves that Xabi Alonso always trains with the ball. And also, Militao completed today's training session with the group. So that means that he's available for today's game. And it was also said that Militao is fine to play against Villarreal. And also, it was said that Fede will start against Villarreal on Saturday. But Xabi Alonso is not thinking about using him as a right back. Now, it was also said that Real Madrid have nominated Arda Güler, Mbappe, Vinny, Franco, and Militao as the player of the month for September. And while Mbappe is Real Madrid's player of the month for September, La Liga player of the month, and he is also the Champions League leading scorer so far. Now, with that being said, if you're enjoying the video so far, just like the video so I know. And if you want to stay updated with Real Madrid news, just follow. Now, also, Mbappe was nominated for UCL Player of the Week, in which this is the full UCL Team of the Week. And also, Jude Bellingham with his England Player of the Year 24-25 trophy. And also, 4 Real Madrid players, including the Who Scored La Liga Team of the Month for September: Militao, Arda Güler, Vinny, and Mbappe. And also, UEFA Champions League table after match day 2. Real Madrid are in the 2nd position. And also, this was said by The Athletic. Sources close to Fede Valverde, they say they are surprised by the controversy surrounding Xabi Alonso benching him. They added that it is not true that Fede refused to warm up. People from Federico Valverde's entourage, they don't like the idea of people turning against him, despite his outstanding performance with Real Madrid in recent years. And also, sources within the club describe Fede Valverde as a shy person inside the dressing room, but he is one of the team's leaders. And with the form of Arda Güler and Franco, it is becoming difficult for Jude to regain his place in the starting lineup, according to Marca. Now, Marca also said that Xabi Alonso believes Jude and Arda can start games together in midfield, and that Ceballos, Brahim, and Rodrigo are all in Xabi Alonso's plans for the season. And Carvajal's personal goal is now to be ready for El Clásico. The club says he really wants to play the game. And Mail Sports said this, that Real Madrid are among the clubs that could make a move for Manchester United's Kobe Mainu. And also, Real Madrid have signed 2 scouts from Atletico Madrid's youth academy. And Real Madrid are winning on average 5.0 possessions in the final third so far in La Liga this season. No team has more. The pressing is paying off. And also, according to Diario AS, there was a recent conversation between Mr. Ozil and Arda Güler via video call as part of Ozil's work to help young players from Turkey. Arda tried to ask Ozil's private WhatsApp number, and well, he responded with a laugh. And Dani Ceballos has reached 150 wins for Real Madrid. Congratulations, Dani. And Real Madrid will face Valencia at the Bernabeu on November 1st at 21 CET. And also, Real Madrid tested out images on the Bernabeu facade last night with some of the historic club moments. And also, it's being said by Abdella that in the coming weeks, that Joan Laporta, he could consider withdrawing Barca from the Super League project and normalizing relations with UEFA. Now also, a lot of national teams came out with the squad list. Brazil came out with it, and Militao, Rodrigo, and Vinny have been called up. According to Ancelotti, which he talked about Militao, he said he suffered an issue in the last match. It was a bruise. There is coordination between the national team's medical committee and Real Madrid. I spoke with him, and if he is fine and has no problems, I would like him to be with us. Brahim Diaz was called up by Morocco. Mbappe and Camavinga were called up by France. Now, the champ said this about Mbappe. In the center of attack, there are fewer constraints, especially defensively. He has legs of fire. He is confident. In his head, everything's going well too. He likes to have freedom. Now, Jude Bellingham has not been called up by the England squad. He was called up by Spain. Alvaro Carreras was not. And it's being said by Marca that there's a possibility that Fede Valverde will not be called up by Uruguay and will be rested this month. Now also, Cole Palmer includes Thibaut Courtois in his best 5-a-side team. And Jude Bellingham with the FIFA World Cup 2026 ball. Now, with all that being said, let me know what you guys thought about the news.